I got another video for All This Love Prison, Season 1, Episode 7. Let's get into it. This episode is about Casey and Leia. So they meet, and of course, you got the little pregame jitters when you first, talk to somebody who you've only really been talking to online. So they go outside on their hour of free time, and he just got her arm around her. And then she's like, oh, no touchies, no touchies. And so he's like, oh, where do they, no touchies, where do they do that at, and whatever. And she's like, I like a nigga to be patient or whatever. Excuse me. She's like, I like, a nigga to be patient or whatnot. So really the whole episode was her throwing mixed signals at this nigga, and just to be real, that's just really what it was. Because as soon as they went inside and they were looking in the fridge, they're both bent over in the fridge, trying to get something. He smacks her butt, and she's like, "Oh, I'm turned on." So then when it's time for bed, then she's like, "No, I have to sleep in my own bed." So I'm like, I'm lost myself, but I understand her type. I know her type completely, because it's a type. It's a couple bitches I'm dealing with right now that's literally like this, where when you want to deal with them, or when you're interested in them, that they just, something about that just sets their mind off. And they're like, this nigga's actually interested in me. He likes my trifling ass. I don't like him anymore. And then when you can't stand that bitch, and you're just like, nigga, when you can't stand that bitch, and you're just like, oh my God, you're just, excuse me, y'all, it's early. When you can't stand that bitch, she wants to be around you the most. So I literally know so many bitches like that. So he really should have just acted like he hated her this episode, but that's a topic for another day. He calls his ex-wife, which to call your ex-wife for advice, I don't know. I mean, it's mature, but I that just wouldn't be my call. You can make one call in here, it just wouldn't be my ex-wife. That's just me. But he calls his ex-wife, and he's like, oh yeah, she wants somebody to be patient with her, but me, I'm not patient. And his ex-wife pretty much, spits that ism. She tells him that real shit. She's like, well, nigga, if you really care about somebody, then you would have no issue, you know what I'm saying, waiting to get that physical intimacy, or waiting until that person is ready to kind of break that wall down and break that barrier down. So they play a game, which is Jenga, and he's like, well, let's write things on our card, and let's bet, and let's write our bet down, and whoever wins gets their bet. So he won, and on his card say, the kiss. So they kiss, and he's like, the kiss is good. She thought the kiss was good. So now they're fine. But the next morning, they start showing, where they're like, oh, it's no privacy. So they show the confessional clip of her, and she's like, I feel like when somebody is over eager to break down that physical intimacy and physical barrier wall, that's just a red flag. And what's up with niggas when they're on that type time, rah rah. And he's like, wow, you're saying something's wrong with me for trying to move too fast. I'm like, I don't think she was speaking about you specifically, because you guys didn't meet in person, and she didn't know, you know what I'm saying, you at the time of you were like this at the time of making this. Maybe she did. I just doubt that she did. I doubt that she did with the way that she's acting, or maybe she would have not really embraced this experience, or still wanted to give this a try, knowing that you act that way, I guess. But I think she's just speaking in general. But I felt that way, and I told y'all that before, where I'm like, any nigga that is overly doing it big for it, I'm just like, nigga, calm down. If it happens, cool. If it don't happen, then nigga, you gotta chill. Any nigga that is over eager about it, yes, them niggas be putting me on edge too. So they have another hour of free time, another day, and they're playing badminton. And they're like, oh, loser has to take off their shirt or whatever. So she loses, she takes off her shirt, he takes off his, just cause. And then when they get inside, she's like, I hate you. And he's like, what? And she's like, oh, you're selfish. You went out there and you tried to win. Bitch, yeah. Yeah, what do you mean? But even if I didn't try to win, how does that make me selfish? Like, it was a fun game. It was funny. We were both laughing. Like, why are you turning it into this? So she like has a whole hissy fit. 'Cause she's like, I'm a competitor, and I hate to lose. I'm like, I just think you're extra, and you wanna. I think you're extra, and I think you're childish because this doesn't even require all this. Like over a badminton game, you yelling that you hate this nigga and he's selfish and you having a whole fit in the room and shit like that. I'm like, man, y'all on some other shit. But the next day they was cool, making out, whatever. Then she get in the bed. She's like, I'm uncomfortable. So she goes up. I'm like, you are like, come on. For the whole week though, like the mixed signal shit the first day, okay. But like later on during the week, by the time you make it to day 6, day 7, you doing too damn much. So the episode ends with her being like, hey, like I know I was difficult, but you acted, you know what I'm saying, the way that you acted needs to be commended, which like it was decent. Like he acted okay. I'm not gonna give him too much praise, but I'm not gonna be like, oh nigga, you was terrible. I think it was decent because I mean he was still pushy sometimes. Honestly, as soon as she would have said like, oh, from the time that we sat next to the little pond or the little lake next to each other, and she would have said no touchies, I would have cut all physical. Like that would have never even been in my head. I wouldn't even think about hugging, kissing, none of that after that. And she would have to make the move on me because I'm not gonna sit over here and make it like I'm making you uncomfortable or trying to push you to be ready for something that you're not ready for. That's just me. But yeah, she's like, give it a try. Like you can leave and we could give it a try. And he's like, well, you was kind of like, I don't know where you stand, and you was kind of wishy washy the entire week. So no, I'm good. I'm a leave alone. So let's find different boats. And they also didn't get it 3 months later. So I mean that is what it is. But yeah, that's the end of Love Prison season 1. I commend everybody who's on this show. I could never do it. I will never do it. I appreciate y'all for watching, tuning in. I appreciate you if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, I appreciate you. If you're subscribed, I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even matter. I did say I was gonna do a movie review, and I was. After fucking what's that last show we watched ended. After that show ended, I said I was gonna do a movie review, and then I didn't do a movie review. So y'all gotta forgive me. But I was looking at movies and I'm like, bro, none of these shit, I don't want to watch none of this shit. Nigga, I passed up so many movies. Like when I looked for it, I was like, bro, I don't want to watch nothing on here. Like what the fuck? But anyway, though, love y'all. On to the next one. On to the next. Hey, on to the next. Hey. Yeah. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, guys.